Hello, friends. God bless you. And when I was reading today, Old Testament, book of Judges, chapter 6, God showed me something that I have never understood or paid attention to. And Judges chapter 6 is the story of Gideon. Now, you might have heard a number of messages, or you might have seen, read the books, and the famous thing when God appeared to Gideon and says that, hey, mighty valor, mighty warrior. And Gideon says, why you are calling me mighty warrior? But today, from that same sentence, God showed me completely different way. And that I wanted to share with you. If you read the Judges chapter 6, it starts with a very dark time in Israel. Israel was robbed by Midianites and all the enemies of Israel. They will come, Israelites will work, they plant the crop, but when the season, harvest season comes, the Midianites comes. Bible says that they come like a locust. That means you cannot even count them. And then they devour everything, the standing crop they will take away. And not only that, they will take away their animals, their donkeys, their ox, everything they will steal from Israel. And people were so desperate, so become weak. The Bible says that they were hiding in the caves. They left their homes, they left their cities, and they were trying to hide in the caves. And in those times, they call out God for help. And I was thinking, this is the first time I thought that way. Then why they waited till the last moment, when everything is destroyed, when their houses, their crops, their animals, everything is gone? Why they waited that long? Why they did not call out God on the very first time Midianite came to steal from them? And then I realized that me and you are doing the same thing. When doctor says that there is no hope, God is the only last chance or last hope for you. Why we make God the last hope? Yeah, I'm not saying that doctors and medicines are not, or you should not seek for them. I'm trying to say that the priority or the position that we have to give God first in our lives. And in those times, when so dark times, Gideon has a crop of wheat, and now he has to chaff the wheat, or thresh the wheat, to separate the grain and chaff. And you have to do it in open. He knows that I have to do this, but he was so afraid that he went and hid himself and his crop in the wine press, and then he was trying to thresh the wheat in the wine press. And God appeared to him. He sent his angel, and the angel says that, hey, mighty valor, warrior. And Gideon says that, am I really? And then he says that, what happened? We heard about the great miracles and mighty power of God, how he delivered the Israelites out of Egypt. What happened to them? Why we are in this situation? It shows that Gideon has a knowledge of the capability and authority and power and strength what God can do. He is well aware of it. His question is not about God's ability. His question is why we are not seeing the results. And why God has to call him mighty valor or warrior. And this is what I think Holy Spirit is teaching me. That Gideon knows that he has to do something with his crop. And threshing the wheat crop is the right thing to do. But he is doing that activity while he's afraid and he has a question why God is not intervening in their lives. He's afraid and he has a doubts. But those fear and doubt did not stop Gideon from doing what he has to do. And that is count as a mighty thing in God's eyes. There were so many Israelites. God could have picked up any one of them. But God specifically was looking for a person who stepped forward doing the right thing in spite of fear and doubt. And God found that in Gideon. And that is why God came to him and said that you are mighty. You are already winner. You see, all the heroes in Old Testament, you take any one of them. Moses, he was afraid. He ran when God said, just throw your staff. It becomes snake. He ran from him. He ran from Egypt. He has a doubt that people will not listen me or Pharaoh will not listen me. God never displayed all the plan, what he's going to do, what will happen in the wilderness. God said, just go and do it. He has a doubt and fear. He went there. For Gideon, when God told him that, okay, I want you to do something. In your father's house, there is a pole of Asherah and there is an altar of Baal. Tear them down and offer a sacrifice. And he is still afraid. And in spite of his fear, that fear did not stop him. He was fearful of his father's house. He was fearful of the people of the town. So he rose in the night. He cut down the Asherah pole. He tore down the altar of Baal. He built a new altar using the same wood from the Asherah pole. He offered sacrifice to God. And when he did this, God brought a great deliverance to Israelite. What Bible is teaching us, what Holy Spirit is teaching us. We may have the doubts. We may have the questions. We may be questioning God, why you are not intervening in my life or my situation. But in spite of every fear, every doubt, every day we get up, we seek His will, and we follow His direction. God call it, you are the man, you are the woman whom I am looking for. You are a mighty warrior. And in your situation, God is going to bring deliverance through you. I hope God has blessed you today. Thank you.